If you guys are looking for a place to get some reliable Ultimate Team coins, be sure to check the link in the description below to cointraders.co and use code LEGACY for 5% off of your purchase.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about one of our popular subjects, and that is HUT pay to play. You know what's funny about this? Is we coined the term pay to play for HUT, but technically, unless you're playing Fortnite, you're paying a good solid $60 for pretty much every game you buy. So I mean, technically everything's pay to play. But I know what you guys are referring to. And before we even start, it'd be greatly appreciated if you just hear me out. Listen to the whole video and then comment your thoughts down below. And I've said this before. A lot of us in the community do the whole quote-unquote cool thing to do, whether it be an opinion on the game or an opinion of other people or whatever. You know, for example, the whole ice tilt being real, the beta being better than the game, and then there's, HUT being pay to play. I mean, that's not to say they aren't true. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, and by no means is this video intended to go out there, oust those people, or bash on the game, or complain about anything else. And like I've said before, personally, I'd like to just, as a goal, cut all the complaining out about the game. I mean, obviously, there's stuff you can still criticize the game, but complaining about everything and criticizing, or just in general discussing, are completely different things. And that's kind of what I'd like to do today, is just a little mono-e, however many people are watching this video, type of discussion on said subject. And what I thought would be kind of interesting to do is kind of go against the grain on some of these subjects. Look at things from the other side, a little shoe on the other foot type deal. So that's what we're going to do today. It's a very popular opinion for everybody to say it's pay to play. So we're going to look at things from the other side. And after we discuss it, you could still think the game's pay to play. You may think it's not pay to play. Either way, it's completely fine. You're entitled to think whatever way you may please. But digging in the HUT being paid to play. Let's start with this. EA is a public company, which means companies, individual people like yourselves, invest in the company. How do the people invest in the company? They want to see the company make money. If they don't make money, they're not going to invest. If they don't invest, the company's value goes down. So obviously, it's EA's goal to go out there and make as much money as possible. At the end of the day, they need money to make the game better anyway. I mean, granted, a great company will monetize their customer. Say like Fortnite, they won't realize it though. You're monetizing them, and it's a brilliant monetization. You're not charging them for the game, but everybody wants the new skins type of deal. But you don't feel like you're being forced to buy said thing to play the game. But here's the thing about HUT, and I want you to think about this when you answer why you think it's pay to play. Did you play HUT 4 years ago? If you called HUT pay to play, did you play it 4 years ago? Because here's NHL 15. Let me explain to you how NHL 15 worked if you didn't play it. You could go on HUT, and you could play online seasons, you could play offline seasons, or you could complete collections for untradeable gold mini packs. That was it. That was HUT in a nutshell. Besides working the market, of course, that was all you could do. And if you would have told me 4 years ago, well, HUT's pay to play, I'd been like, you're probably right. But let's flash forward 4 years now. We have comp seasons, we have solo challenges, we have more sets to complete to make coins than ever before, and we have challenges to complete for rewards, as far as objectives and scoring goals and so on and so forth. And it's obviously, it's going to be common. People are going to say it's pay to win comp seasons because you have to have a good team. I'm not going to argue the fact that you do need some good players to play in comp seasons. It will definitely help you out, although if you're very good at the game, which is not myself, you can do it with a less than completely stacked team. What we're going to do is we're going to leave all those awards out of this. All the rewards you can potentially win from comp seasons, and I would tell you, we'll have to list. If you're a free-to-play player and you were good at the game and you just started raking in comp seasons rewards, you're pretty loaded right now. But here's what you could have had despite not being loaded from comp seasons. This is all the stuff you could have currently right now if you did not spend a single dime on this game or touch an online game. Not even play online, because like I said, a lot of people don't like playing online because they feel, oh, you need a stacked team to play online. So let's say you don't play online and you build up your team. Here's the team you could have. 92 overall legend Mike Modano, 91 overall legend Mike Gardner, 86 overall legend Theo Fleury, 89 overall legend Andy Moog, 93 overall legend Chris Chelios. Now, you might have to fact check me on that one. It might still be a couple weeks, but it is coming very close to where you can elect that Chris Chelios from logging in. A 91 overall Al McInnes, an 88 overall alumni Darren McCarty, an 85 overall Claude Lemieux, an 88 overall Ray Ferraro, a 90 overall Joe Neuendijk, a 91 overall Jeremy Roenick, a 93 overall Bobby Clark, 5 gold packs, 300,000 coins in solo challenges, another 250,000 coins in objectives, excluding the online games objectives. So we did a little bit of rounding in there in the daily stuff. And then here's the kicker. All that stuff I just listed, first of all, that is a very nice team. I brought up the team right there, what it looked like just with those players. If you're not aware of it, that's hutdb.net. Most of us use it now, but some people still haven't heard of it. Nice place to go out there and, do team builds, so on and so forth. Shows all the new cards, everything like that. Shout out to those guys for putting up a pretty solid site now for a few years for us. But of all that stuff listed, zero. Zilch, zippo, nada. Could you have earned any of the... Well, actually, I lied. That is a bold-faced lie. Actually, it isn't technically, but you could have earned the gold packs. All of the other stuff you could not have earned in NHL 15. The gold packs would have been untradeable nonetheless, but you could not have earned any of that by playing offline, by not paying for anybody. Now you can. And honestly, I'm a little bit blown away, like how many good players we can actually get just by grinding offline now that I look at it. It's a little bit more than I was thinking. A pretty solid looking team right there. But then on the flip side, we can go out there and say, well, there's no modern day players. You just listed a bunch of legends. I want the good players from today. But that's not the point of pay to play. The point of pay to play is you have to pay to play. You can compete with this team, far and away compete. These guys are, a lot of these guys overall wise and everything are better than the maybe not Crosby, with the Ovies, the McKinnons, I don't even know what McKinnon's overall, 89. He's still below, you know what I mean? All the top players right now are still lower overalls than a lot of these legends that you can get for free. And as far as I know, most people will say pay to play means you can't compete without buying a team with money. And I don't think we can say that based on how stacked of a team of legends anyone can have just from grinding out the game right now. You could almost argue, unless you're, like I said, elite at the game, you get a bunch of good players in comp seasons, you can almost argue you have to grind out the game to play. Grind to play, fellas. It is grind to play this year. Up for debate. Doesn't mean it is, though. Like I said, opinions are opinions. That's why we're all allowed to have one. We'll all have something else, but I don't think you're allowed to say it on YouTube. But I'm going to say this. There is one little thing that does scream pay to play to me, and people are going to be like, oh, you're nitpicking, and you can say, probably a little bit, but it's contracts. If you want to play this game online daily, consistently, you'll end up needing to buy contracts, which requires an auction house purchase or a pack purchase, and they are contract purchase, just contract strict packs in the NHL store, which does scream pay to play. But like I said, as far as I'm concerned, I haven't paid for a contract in 2 years, 3 years. But I mean, if you play 500 games or whatever, you're probably going to have to pay for contracts. Granted, you'll make coins from playing games, because contracts only get taken away from playing online games. But still, as long as they're in a game, technically you can call this game pay to play no matter what, because until you have to not pay for contracts to play this game, it's technically pay to play. Albeit that's not really what, you know, most people are thinking about when they're saying pay to play. They're referring to gotta get that $700,000 coin big fish. Gotta pay for it though. But hats off to EA this year for real. There's a whole lot of great rewards we can acquire this year just by grinding out the game. In previous years we didn't have. Everything may not be perfect this year gameplay wise, but when it comes to helping the free pay to play players assemble competitive teams this year, they've come a very long way. I think they did a great job on it, honestly. Hats off to them. Other than that, though, what do you guys think? Like I said, though, it's still an opinion thing. Doesn't really mean I'm necessarily right. I can be wrong. It's not a big deal. So you guys got to let me know what you think. You still think the game's pay to play? Do you think it's pay to play with a kicker? Maybe it's not as pay to play as it once was, but you still think it's pay to play. Maybe I don't think it's pay to play at all. Let me know down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.